the Barbarella of Brooklyn Public Access, Yvonne Delet.
Woo!
Thank you. Thank you very much. Take a bow, baby.
Thank you very much. I'm bowing right now. You can't see it, but you'll see it in the editing. I'm Yvonne Delet of the Unknown Zone Talk Show. Welcome. I'm your host. Today, it's just me in the studio. I applaud myself and special guest, my biggest fan, Elvis Parsley.
Thank you. Thank you very much. It's an honor to be here, baby.
All right. Now, do you want to be called Elvis Parsley or Steve? Is it Steve Cappy? Is that your real name? What's your real name?
It's Al.
It's Al. Oh, my God. I can't believe I forgot that. You're the same as my grandfather.
That's right.
I can never forget that because when I ran into you in the street, now I've already told this story on another show, but when I ran into you in the street and you said, Al, you were like a gift from the heavens.
Oh, I remember that day. I'll never forget it.
I'll never forget it as well.
I saw you on YouTube, and I recognized you when I was in Bay Ridge, and I was like, that's the female Howard Stern.
That's so awesome! Al, you're the best. Well, I want to thank you for calling in today because, I'm going to tell you why, because I have not told you why I needed your help and support today, because originally, as I told you, I was going to come in the studio and learn how to do Skype, but I was told today as I entered the studio that the Skype is not working and they're working on updating the Skype, but the problem is I'm interviewing someone kind of famous next week.
That's right.
Not that they're less important than you, but did I tell you? I didn't tell you this, did I?
No.
Okay, so this is I'm going to tell you the story. I get a mess. I'm on LinkedIn, which I don't know why. Are you on LinkedIn?
No.
Yeah.
I'm on LinkedIn.
And I got an email from. You ready? Let's do a drum roll. Harvey Korman's son.
Wow.
Right?
Holy crap, that's big time.
I know. I made it to the big time, Al.
That's awesome.
So what happened was he saw I have the Unknown Zone Talk Show, and I guess I wrote the right things in there, described it correctly, and he asked me. He said it's the 50th anniversary of the Cal Burnett Show, and they're having obviously a 50th anniversary party, and a friend of his wrote a book on the Cal Burnett Show, and he's helping him promote it because his publisher, the guy's publisher, isn't really helpful with promoting it, so he's trying to get on any and every podcast that he can. Now, he doesn't, I'm honored because, I guess I have a little bit of a following, but...
oh, yeah, you got to follow. I got a bunch of my friends watching your stuff.
Stop it, Al! I can't take it!
I'm being honest.
That's so awesome. I want you to tell my friend Seth Miller on Facebook that. All right, so whatever. So that's kind of exciting, right?
Yeah.
So you are my test for the phone. I have used the phone before, but it would have been cool to use Skype. I apologize. I want to apologize to you.
Oh, that's okay.
Because that you were ready, and you even, honestly, you were the most ready.
Yep.
So I appreciate that.
Oh, no problem. Anytime.
So you lived in Brooklyn your whole life?
That's right. I was born and raised in Brooklyn.
Born and raised. Do you have any children, or were you ever married?
No, I was never married. No children.
Really?
Yeah, not that I know of.
Me either. Me either. Not that I know of. I love that joke. I love it. See, as a woman, I love it because it makes no sense.
It works a lot better for a man than a woman.
It makes no sense if I say it. That's
right.
It. So now that's interesting. We both have that in common. May I ask you why?
Well, I was a caretaker my whole life. I took care of my sister, my dad, who got sick at a young age, and my mom the last 10 years.
Wow. So you have had sex, though, correct?
Oh, yes.
All right, if there's anything you don't want me to talk about, because I'm flying.
Yes, I got you.
Okay. So now, were you in any long-term relationships?
Yes, I was in a couple.
All right. Do you think it's too late to get married, or do you want to, or?
I don't know. It's a mixed bag now. When I was 50, I'm 57. When I was 50, I thought about it. And now I'm 57. I'm like,
Right.
fuck it. Whatever happens, happens.
Yeah, I'm 58.
Yeah, you look good for your age, Yvonne. You look great.
I purposely said that for the compliment. And thank you, Al.
You're welcome.
You don't look so bad yourself.
Thank you. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you.
So that's interesting. So, see, I think I'm kind of that's so interesting because I'm kind of the caretaker as well.
Right.
And I just actually had a revelation this past year because I always thought I was going to get married and have kids. And I almost did with one guy, but it didn't happen. But I always have been kind of the caretaker for like my sister. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm the oldest. Are you the oldest?
I'm the oldest, yes.
Wow. Oh my God. We
Yep.
the same life.
Although I have a brother in Staten Island, he gets pissed when everybody thinks he's the older brother. And then he screams at them and says, "That's what happens when you have 3 kids, 4 kids." I think he's got 1, 2, 3 kids.
It's 3 kids.
He goes, "That's why I look older."
So you were the caretaker, but in the relationships, did they just not work out?
Well, there's one, 2 of them didn't work out, and then 2 of them were during my mom's illness, and they wanted me to put her like in a nursing home, and they wanted more of my time, which I couldn't devote. So I said, "Oh, sorry."
Right. It's hard. Relationships are hard anyway.
Oh, they're very hard.
Very hard. I've mostly picked men that weren't like great for relationship material. Honestly, I had a musician problem.
Oh, you like musicians?
Not anymore.
Oh.
Not anymore.
Yeah.
That's a mistake. That was a mistake.
That's a mistake. Sometimes it's not. I know some good musician guys.
Yeah, but I mean, listen, I have some, I have a father that I'm going to use the term loosely, was a player.
Ooh.
So I had trust issues. I think I'm better. I've done a lot of therapy and, I'm sober a whole bunch of years. So.
Oh, that's right. I remember you mentioned that.
Yeah. So I
That's
think.
an accomplishment. How many years?
Thank you. 28.
Holy smokes, that's tough. That's really. Take a bow.
Okay, I'm taking another vow because Al said I should. Thank you, Al. You're the best. So, well, you can drink though? Probably like do you drink?
Oh yeah, occasionally. I'm not a everyday drinker, but if I can drink. I like bourbon.
You like bourbon, and like when you have a bourbon, like how much do you have?
It depends. I very seldom get plastered, like I did at a wedding recently. But if I'll have like probably 2 or 3 tops.
Okay, so so you're like a normal person.
Yeah, I'm not an alcoholic.
Right, like I was an alcoholic.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did a lot of drugs.
Yeah, well, I didn't do any drugs.
No?
Probably some pot when I was younger, but no. I had friends that were big cocaine addicts, and you could see straight through the bridge of their nose. That's how bad it got.
Wow.
Yeah. I was like, that ain't happening to me. I like my nose.
Good for you, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm lucky because I survived. I wasn't as bad as some people, but I was bad enough. So, but 28 years.
That's pretty good. Good accomplishment.
Thank you. I always end up talking about relationships. I just find it fascinating. Especially, I love the male point of view because I'm still trying to understand. Like I know, I play poker and I play with a lot of married guys.
Right. I know you play poker. I've seen some of the pictures. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Do you play poker? You don't play poker.
No, I go to Atlantic City and play blackjack. I'm a really good blackjack player, but I don't really like poker.
Okay. Oh, that's cool. So, blackjack is expensive now, though, isn't it?
No, we're at $5 tables.
Oh, there are where?
Well, in Atlantic City, you could still catch a $5 or $10 table.
Where? So, like in what casinos?
I haven't been down there in about a year, but I think the last time I saw them in the Borgata, maybe they were 15. I thought that they still had $5 tables. Maybe not. Maybe it's 10 or 15.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Because then I would play.
But they should go back to the 5s because they're losing a lot of business down there, and they're basically giving away the store to get you to come down.
Right. You know what? Especially now, they could have more tables, and a bunch of $5 tables, they'd end up making so much more money. Because I would
That's
play,
what I'd say.
you know, I play poker, and if I get knocked out of a tournament, I would for sure go play blackjack for $5. But 15 or more, like 25, it's like crazy. A hand? That's insane.
Yeah, yeah.
You know?
They just sent me something. I booked it to one of my closest friends. We go down there, and we haven't been down in about a year, so I called her up, and I just booked it for late in November. They gave me a room, they gave me dinner, and they gave me a comedy show. I'm like, for free. I'm like,
Wow.
how can you beat that? Now,
Nice.
I said, now we just got to take some of those rap bastards' money.
Absolutely. And where are you staying?
The Bogota.
Nice.
Yeah.
That place is nice. We like the
The last
Bogota.
time, a year ago, they gave us a suite by accident.
Really?
Yeah, we didn't know how we got in there, but it was Compton. He called up his wife and he says, "Honey, I got good news, bad news." She goes, "What's the good news?" He says, "We got a suite." She said, "What's the bad news?" He's like, "I'm here with Al."
No hookers, right? No hookers.
No hookers. Although they don't, I think somebody told me that they got working girls in the casinos. They just
Of course they do.
They don't look like typical hookers. They're all dressed nice and stuff, but those are like high price call girls, I guess.
Yeah. Well, it's not
I've
like
never
the 70s.
seen that, but what?
It's not like the 70s. Have you been watching The Deuce?
Yeah. The first episode I didn't like it, and I gave it a second chance, and then I watched episode 2, and then I started to like it. They're starting to develop the characters now, so I like it. Yeah.
Yeah, I find it interesting. I love the backdrops. I love the old footage.
Oh yeah.
Right, and I love Maggie Gyllenhaal. I think she's amazing.
Oh, she's great.
Right?
She's really great. She's perfect for that role.
Perfect. She's just such a friggin' good actress. What do you think? This is the big question. What do you think of James Franco playing himself and his brother?
Right. I gotta say, at first I was a little put off.
I'm a little put off. I'm like, why?
Yeah, I was at first a little put off because we've seen that shit before.
Right.
It never really works.
Well, you know where it was. You know what it was in just recently, Fargo.
I don't watch the series. I love the movie, but I don't watch the series.
Well, the series was great. I think it was 3. What is it called? 3 seasons. Oh my God, 3 seasons. But the last season, 3 or 4, and the last season I wasn't crazy about. It was with Ewan McGregor. It was the weakest of the seasons, and he played himself and his brother. So they just did it.
Yeah.
I know.
I'll tell you why I don't like it in the Deuce. It's not so much that I think the special effects are good. They really make it look real. The problem is I don't see a vast contrast between him and his brother.
Good point.
Sometimes I'm looking at it and I'm like, which one is it? Is that him? I mean, if it wasn't for the leather jacket and the way he wears his hair, I'd never get it.
Right, exactly. They act pretty much the same. And the degenerate gambler,
right,
should be way grosser.
Yeah, right. They should have more of a contrast between the two of them. That's the problem. But I still like the rest of it.
Yeah,
the pimps and the prostitutes, and I love the old man that has to go up there to watch old movies. I think that's really nice.
Yeah, very sweet. No, I love it. I love all the pimps.
Yeah.
Pimps are great. All those guys playing being pimps are great. All the girls are great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maggie Gyllenhaal. I live for Maggie Gyllenhaal. When I see her on the screen in that show, it's really it stops. I stop what I'm doing. She's great.
Yeah. No, she's awesome. She's married to that guy Peter Sarsgaard.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Peter Allen. I was like, what?
Oh God, no, that was Liza Minnelli. Yeah, no, but they've been married for a while. He's a great actor, also. He's wonderful.
Who? Peter Allen?
No. Is he alive? He's a piano player. He's a gay piano player.
Yeah, no, I know that.
I know. Okay. No, but the show's good, and okay. So what were we talking? Oh, we were talking about prostitutes in Atlantic City. So you don't do that.
What's that?
You're not into prostitutes.
No.
All right.
No, I am allergic to penicillin.
Gotcha. So I am too. Actually, I can't believe I just glossed over that. I am too.
Yeah, no, I'm kidding when I say that, but you know the point. You know the point I'm making.
I got it. but then I actually realized I literally am allergic to penicillin. Are you?
Oh, you
Or
are?
was it just
Oh,
a
that's
joke?
not
That
good.
was just a joke.
What?
You were just saying it as a joke.
I was saying it as a joke.
Okay, and I'm actually literally allergic to penicillin.
Are we? Is this being recorded right now?
Yeah.
Oh, it still is. Oh, okay. I wasn't sure.
Oh yeah. We've been on for like 15 minutes, buddy.
Oh.
This is fun. Are you having a good time?
Yeah. This is fun.
Okay. I have some news.
Yes.
I have some news. It's not great news, but it's time I talk about it. You
Go ahead.
get quiet. I'm moving.
Oh, you said something about
Did
that.
I?
Yeah. Where you going? Jersey or?
Oh, I did? When did I tell you that? I don't even know who I've told and who I haven't. So the deal is that my present landlord.
Oh no, it wasn't you. Somebody else told me they were moving. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
You confused. I got you confused with my friend Robin. She's moving to Jersey.
Yeah, Robin
That's what she's told me. She's moving. Okay.
Yeah.
So where are you going?
Well, what happened was I moved into this. I think I told you my landlord saga. I just want to give the audience a quick wrap up. I moved to Bay Ridge, right? Like 13 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
I live in this apartment. The walls are very thin, and the woman underneath me hates me and bangs on the ceiling. For 7 years. I start playing poker, and then that landlord knocks on the door and tells me I can't have people over on a Saturday afternoon, only on my birthday and the holidays.
What?
Yeah, which we laughed at. And he wrote it in a letter, which was awesome. I still have it. I want to frame it. It's so beautiful. So I end up moving, and all this other shit happened in that apartment that had nothing to do with me, that building. So I move into this great place a couple blocks away, which was a co-op rental, and I was there for 4 years. I loved it. I would still be there, but then that guy raised the rent $500.
Oh.
Can you imagine? I was so sad, and I had a cat that had cancer at the same time.
Oh, I remember you telling me that.
Yeah, so it was a whole thing. I didn't pay rent for a few months. I'm just saying, and and then I moved to another place, 7 blocks away, beautiful apartment. Worst landlord ever. There was a gas leak. He tried to fix it illegally. He ended up taking me to court because I didn't pay. I wanted to take, what do they call it when you take some of your rent off because you're not getting all the services?
Oh,
Abatement.
Abatement, yeah.
Abatement, yeah. So I went to court. He took me to court. I won. He had 100 unpaid violations against him on that building alone, and he owns 40 buildings.
Wow.
Can you imagine?
Yeah, well.
He was a schmuck.
Him and the whole mishpucha.
Exactly. There was a whole schmagaggy that happened.
The whole
I love that. That's my new favorite word, schmagaggy.
Yeah, I like mishpucha. I used to date a Jewish girl, and I learned a lot of the words.
You did. I love it. You say them at any time.
You're verklempt.
What'd you say?
She used to say, you look verklempt.
Verklempt. I'm a little verklempt.
Verklempt.
Oh, there's so many good words. Shamil.
Shamil.
A mensch.
Shamazel.
You're a mensch. I would call you a mensch.
A mensch. That's right.
That's a good word, right? That's nice. You're nice.
Thank you.
So anyway, so then I move out. I don't even know if I told you. I found bed bugs.
Oh God.
Oh my God! As I'm moving out, as I'm putting stuff in storage, I find bed bugs. So that was the whole thing with the storage company. Then I move in with my dad in his studio with my 3 cats in Manhattan for 6 weeks. I find this place, and my identity was stolen on top of that. Oh no, it was a great 2 years. It was a great 2 years. I move into this place, and then I'm still having trouble getting my tax money back, so I pay a little late here and there. But I let the management company know everything that's going on. I'm completely upfront. They take me to court. I pay them in court. I was just waiting for the money. I pay them in court, and then they decided they don't want to renew my lease.
Oh, that sucks.
Come on, I think the message is it's time for me to leave Brooklyn.
Yeah. Where you headed?
Well, I have someone gave me the name of a landlord in Brooklyn, but I don't want to live in a building anymore. Do you know what I'm saying? I would live like part of someone's house. You know how people rent out? I would do that. I'm thinking of maybe these are my choices, either that in Brooklyn if I could find it, Montclair, New Jersey.
Oh, Montclair. I heard Montclair was nice.
Very nice. I have a friend there. My gay husband lives there.
Oh, okay.
And he actually just bought another place there, but he lived part of a sectioned off house, and it was gorgeous. Montclair, it's 20 minutes from the city, so if, working wise.
Right.
But the other possibility is I might just cut my losses and move to Sacramento.
Oh,
where
my brother's in California.
That's right, you told me that.
He's near Malibu.
Wow.
A
So
place
did you go out there?
Yeah, I went out there a couple of months ago to visit. A place called Agora Hills.
Agora Hills?
Yeah, it's very close to Malibu.
Oh, I bet it's gorgeous.
Yeah, it's beautiful. I mean, it never rains. It's 80-something degrees, never rains, no humidity. It's just beautiful out there.
Wow. Yeah, well, my sister has a house, and there's a part I could live in, and she just opened up a store, a holistic store.
Oh, that's so cool.
I know. And
well, she's on board with all of this.
Oh yeah, that's my. If nothing else works out, I'm going right there. So I'm.
Yeah, That's nice to have that safety, that backup safety, fallback, whatever you want to call it.
And I heard that they're not renewing, so I asked them if I could do a month to month, and they said no. So I'm doing a month to month anyway. Because they can't just kick me out.
Yeah, that's terrible.
Isn't that horrible? What the fuck?
The bed bug thing is scary because I know.
That was the night.
I know that one of my mom's health aides brought them into the house 10 years ago.
Well, the building was such a nightmare. I knew they were in the building. So what happened was, I had a storage company come because I didn't know where I was going, and they had taken like 3/4 of my stuff, and they had to go do a job. So they came back the next day, and that's when they found the bed bugs.
Oh, Jesus.
Luckily, it was just on my bed, but I had to leave like at least $7,000 worth of stuff.
Oh, God.
Oh, it was horrible. And, you ready for this? I couldn't tell my father because he was terrified of bugs, and I would have had absolutely nowhere to go. So I lied to him. He knows now, but I lied to him.
Wow.
I was freaking out. I was walking into walls.
Yeah, we had them. My mom's health aide brought them in. It's a nightmare. We got it early, though. We got them out the first time.
Well, I'll just I kind of want to just put this on videotape. So I get off at the last stop, right, on the X37.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm the last person. I didn't press the buzzer. I didn't press the buzzer like I'm, please, stop request, because it's the last stop, right? I'm just setting up what happened. Okay. So I get up and I walk to the front. He's already stopped, and I say, "Have a good night." So the bus driver last night goes, "You have to let me know when you're getting off the bus." So I said, "I'm the last one." Right. So then he kept going. He goes, "You have to," and I go, "Okay, bye." And I'm getting off the bus, and he's still yelling. He's yelling at me, and I go, "Shut up." Like, what is he yelling? What?
I would say that he's a potential hostage taker. I'd be very weary of him from that long.
I know, and I thought, I was just like, shut up, obviously. And I was tempted to, get his name, but I was like, that's why.
Not a good idea.
I'm probably going to see him tomorrow.
Yeah, not a good idea. You might end up with a crowbar right through your rib cage.
Exactly. Yeah. So tomorrow I'll be wearing a hat and dark glasses when I get on the bus.
You better cover up
and a hoodie.
Those beautiful locks of yours. You better hide them because he's got to stick around.
Exactly, and a hoodie.
And a hoodie, right? Yeah, that's right.
And my head
wear a cowboy outfit with the cowboy hat.
Right, because I got to be worried. I got to be worried because I'm the last person. You're right. You can totally just keep going.
Yeah. He'll take you to some enclave somewhere where nobody looks.
I don't know. So is there anything else you want to say before we wrap it up?
No, I'm good. I'll do my Joe Pesci impersonation for you.
Could you, please?
Yeah, sure. I'm playing like a clown. I make you laugh. I'm here to fucking amuse you. How the fuck am I funny? What the fuck is so funny about me? Tell me what's funny. Thank you. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.
Do you do the clown thing? Did you say the clown thing?
Oh, the clown. Yeah, I did the clown thing.
Okay.
Oh, I'm funny like a clown to make you laugh. I'm here to fucking amuse you. How am I funny? And then one of the guys says, "Oh, Tony, you got it all wrong." He goes, "Oh, Anthony, he's a big boy. What you say?" "No, I don't know. How do I know? You said it." "How the fuck am I funny? What the fuck is so funny about me? Tell me. Tell me what's funny."
That's awesome. You rock. You rock.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
You'll be here all week. Next show,
I'll be here.
2:30.
Tip the waitress. Thank you very much.
That's right. Don't forget to tip your waitress.
And don't order the flounder parmesan.
Awesome. Awesome. Al, thank you so much.
All right, you're welcome. Have a good night.
All right, you too. Take
All
care.
right. Bye.
Bye. And that, my friends, is another episode of the Unknown Zone Talk Show with me alone in the studio and my friend Al.